liberty and justice for all. Well, what do we do now? Should we just introduce all of ourselves now? Is that what we do?
Do you want to do the oath first, or do you want?
Do we have to do an oath? Sure. Don't we stand?
Yeah. I state your name,
Bernie Marsh.
I, Lana Yana,
having been appointed to the office of Canvas Board
Having been appointed to the office of Canvas Board
within and for Stark County,
within and for Stark County,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of
and the Constitution of the State of North Dakota,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the Canvassing Board
and I will faithfully discharge the duties of the Canvassing Board
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my abilities,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Okay, and then I have oaths for everyone to sign. There's 2 on a page here.
Oh, is there two there?
Yeah, there's 2 on there. You can just do the top one and then pass them down. Yep, sign and then put your name in that I spot up top there.
Just put my name over the top. Okay. Yep.
Okay,
So now we introduce ourselves.
sure.
Bernie Marsh, Vice Chair of Stark County Commission.
Russ Murphy, District 36 Republicans.
Kimberly Cassian, Stark County Recorder.
Susan Josephson, District 7, Democrat.
And Lana Yonner, Stark County Deputy Auditor. I'll have you turn your mic on and turn that. There you go.
All right. Well, we're gonna be going through the ballots not counted on election day. So I guess the first one we're gonna go to is to either accept or reject one ballot received in the mail after the 11/7/22 deadline, but postmarked 11/7/22 or earlier. And do I give the name of the
You can, yeah.
name on the ballot is Luke James Shields.
So Century Code says that if we, in congressional, state, county, city, or district elections, if an envelope postmarked or otherwise officially marked by the United States Postal Service or any other mail delivery service before the date of the election and containing an absent voter's ballot is received by the officer after the date of the election, the ballot must be tallied by the canvassing board of the county, okay? So that's saying,
That we should accept it.
yes, if they're postmarked before but received after, they're still valid. But I can show you, you can look at these, compare the signatures, make sure that they're, everything looks good on that one.
Okay, we've all looked at it. I guess it, looks. Okay, we have a first, we have a second.
I'll second.
Although we've got a first and a second, we can just all general vote, right? All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Second one is a motion to accept or reject one ballot hand-delivered to the courthouse after the 11/7/22 deadline. Name,
So, okay, go ahead.
name Ethel Frazee,
Yep.
Ethel Frazee.
And so the deadline is 5 PM the night before the election, or the day before the election, per century code. So this, the day before the election, and this was given to us the 8th, the day of the election.
Okay, we've all inspected the ballot. Looking for a motion to accept or reject this ballot that was hand-delivered to the courthouse after the 11/7/22 date, which was delivered on 11/8/22. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to reject the ballot.
The motion to reject, is there a second?
I'll second.
Have a first and a second. All those in favor of rejecting this ballot signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Ballot is rejected. Okay, number C, move to accept or reject one ballot that was postmarked after 11/7/22. It's postmarked on 11/8/22. Bonita Lynn Ellis.
Okay? And that was like A, it needs to be postmarked the day before the election.
Okay. Okay, we've all inspected this ballot that was postmarked after 11/7/22. It was postmarked on 11/8/22. Looking for a motion to accept or reject this ballot.
Mr. Chair, I'll make a motion that we reject the ballot.
We have a motion to reject. Is there a second?
I'll second.
We have a first and a second to reject this ballot. All those signify by saying aye.
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 All those opposed to this, same sign. Motion to reject the ballot has passed. Okay, we have motion to accept or reject 3 ballots that were received in the outdoor drop box after 11/7/22. One was arrived on the 9th. All 3 of them arrived on the 9th of November, so I guess if we can expect those. So where does it show on here where they're?
There
got-
will, there
got
will
to the
be
Dropbox?
anything that shows that the date they were put in the Dropbox. These actually don't have typically we would put a date stamp on them that we received. These don't have that, but they were received in the Dropbox the morning of the 9th.
Okay,
So the Dropbox is emptied at the deadline.
Yes, it is, and it was emptied at 5 o'clock that night on the 7th, and then we also put a sign over the flap, closing it, letting them know that you could no longer put ballots in there. But it either came off or blew off by the 9th. I don't know if we took it off or it had come off. But, so these were put in there. And we also received tax payments in that box, so it's possible someone took it off to put tax payment in or something, but there was something blocking it for a while.
Just so that we can confirm that the box was
Yes,
emptied at the
yes,
deadline.
it was emptied at the deadline.
can we make a motion on all 3 of them at once, or do we have to go through them individually?
No, I think you can do them all at once if you want to.
I'll make a motion that they be rejected because they were in the box after the deadline.
Do we have a motion to reject these 3 ballots
I'll second that.
and a second? All those in favor of rejecting these ballots signify by saying aye.
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 All those opposed, same sign. Ballots are rejected. Okay, next one is to move or accept or reject 2 set-aside ballots verified during the general election with supporting documentation.
So set aside ballots during the election. If someone comes in with no ID or has a changed address, some reason that we can't accept their ballot right away, they get a ballot, they can fill out that ballot, and then they're put into a set-aside envelope and kept separate. And the voter then needs to bring in documentation, whether ID, supporting their address, whatever it may be. They can bring it to the polling location that day, or they can bring it into our office before canvassing board. And so these ballots were actually verified day of election. They came in with no ID, filled out their ballot, came back with supporting documentation, which the election official has verified, and filled out the envelopes. So
So this is the signature of the polling person.
this is the issuing election official. So this is the person that issued the set-aside ballot, and then this part here is the election official then is verifying
it.
that they got the correct information, verified their ID or their address or whatever.
But even though they still have to be set in the set aside.
Yes, even after they verified it, yep.
These we do together, or they should be done separately, probably?
As long as they're both gonna be the same, they could be together, but if they're gonna be different, then.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion that after the certification of the ballots, that we accept those ballots.
We have a motion to accept the 2 set-aside ballots that were verified. Is there a second?
I'll second.
We have a first and a second. All those in favor of accepting these ballots signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Those ballots have been accepted. Now we need a motion to move and accept or reject 6 set-aside ballots that were not verified during the general election with supporting documents.
Okay, so these 6 people came in, voted, either they had an address that needed to be updated and they needed to bring in proof, or they came in without an ID. And none of these 6 came back to the polling location nor to the auditor's office before today to provide documentation.
We're gonna take 3 of them and set them that way. And then we'll just swap them around. We've all inspected these 6 ballots. Looking for a motion to either accept or reject these set-aside ballots that were not verified with supporting documentation.
I'll make a motion that these ballots be rejected because they were not verified.
I'll second.
We have a first and a second. All those in favor of rejecting these ballots signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. These 6 ballots are rejected. Now we need to move to accept or reject one ballot that has a signature that does not match the application.
So when our absentee ballots come in, we verify that the signature on the application matches the signature on the envelope. This ballot envelope came back in, does not appear to match to the auditor's staff. They sent a letter to this voter telling them, we don't think that this matches, you should come in and verify or let us know, send this letter back that this is actually your signature on both of them, which came back as non-deliverable. It also went through the absentee board, went through and also verified that this doesn't match, and so that's how it's in canvassing now.
So then the address didn't match anything either,
Well, right, it came back as
undeliverable.
return to sender, not deliverable as addressed, unable to forward. And this address matches what's on his application, so I'm not sure.
Not even close.
Okay, we've all inspected the ballot with the signature that does not match the application. Does anyone make a motion to accept or reject this ballot?
I'll make a motion to reject this ballot.
We have a first, is there a second?
Second.
We have a first and a second. All those in favor of rejecting this ballot signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Ballot is rejected. Okay, now we're gonna need to move to accept or reject one ballot that was rejected by the voting machine for having multiple votes in the county commissioner 4 race.
Okay, so this ballot came from absentee and it has multiple votes in the County Commissioner District 4 race. So, we could, and typically they could do this, if you could recreate this ballot and not include any votes in this section for District 4, you could reject the ballot altogether and not count any votes. But my recommendation is to recreate this ballot, not include that race, and count their votes for all the other races. The Century Code says that if any ballot is damaged or defective, so that the ballot can't be counted properly by the voting system, that you can create a true duplicate official ballot, and then you have to mark the ballot duplicate with a serial number. So Century Code does allow for that to happen.
Man, they think of everything, don't they?
So when we make this motion, do we make a motion? If we do decide to, the motion should be, say, if you want to accept it,
Recreate.
and recreate it with,
Mr. Chair, I'll make a motion that we recreate the ballot excluding the District 4 race. for
All
the
right, we
voter.
have
I would second that.
we have a first and a second to recreate this ballot, eliminating District 4 race. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 All those opposed, same sign. Motion has passed to recreate this ballot, eliminating the District 4 race.
Okay, so let's do that now. So I'm gonna write duplicate on this ballot, that, the original ballot that has that race, and then we'll have Kim just duplicate all of them except this race, and then have someone else verify.
Okay.
So while we're doing that, these that we have already accepted, we need to open, and then we're going to need to open them and initial them. So I might have you, Russ, open these, but don't take the ballots out of the secrecy envelope, okay? I'll have someone else take them out of the secrecy envelope and initial them. That way you can see who voted for what.
Just tear them open.
Yep. So you can separate these secrecy ones. Okay, so if you want to take them out of there, you can do that, or I can have someone else, whatever you'd like to do. Okay, we'll just set these up here, and then they'll have to be initialed before we take them to vote.
And what was the reason on those there? That they were,
These are the ones we voted yes to approve
all right.
earlier.
We have one more left here. Move to accept or reject one ballot that was received November 17th, 2022 from the post office,
Am I supposed to
damaged and
initial
without a
this one or not?
postmark.
We can't, well, but just add it to this pile for now,
There we go.
and then someone will initial those. That's a duplicate one? Okay, yep. Okay, yes, it is, because I have duplicate on that. Okay, so this is how it came to us, returned back from the post office. We received it November 17th. It does not have a postmark on it, and so Century Code does say that we could accept it. Any envelope without a postmark or other official marking by the Postal Service containing an absentee voter must be received by mail in the proper official, by the proper official prior to the meeting of the canvassing board. So it was received to us prior. The only issue with it is, here is how it came. So I have included the original application. I mean, I haven't taken it out, we haven't taken it out to look, maybe there are some valid votes on it. The problem is we cannot verify the signature very well, you can only see the very end. So if it wasn't destroyed, it would probably be able to count, but
I don't even think that matches. Opinion.
Very interesting.
what to say.
It's unfortunate, you know.
Yep.
It
Very
doesn't,
much so.
it doesn't really look like the
It
same
doesn't.
thing, but. it's
Mr.
like-
Chair, I'll make a motion that due to the condition of the ballot and the ability to not verify it, that we reject it.
Okay, we have a motion to reject this damaged ballot. Is there a second?
I'll second.
We have a first and a second to reject the ballot received November 17th from the post office, damaged and without a postmark. All those in favor of rejecting this ballot signify by saying aye.
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 All those opposed, same sign. The ballot is rejected.
Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 ballots that we voted to accept. We will have to initial these ballots and then, we will take them and count them and add them to our abstract. But we do have one race that is, the Gladstone, is it a mayor race or a commissioner race, that potentially could be affected by write-in votes. So I want you to review these ballots, make sure, I don't see that any of them are even Gladstone, but I want you to look through them, make sure we don't have any write-in votes that would affect that race. And then we can make a motion that there is or isn't write-in votes that we need to certify, and we can initial those, and then Pam's gonna take them, run them through our machine, and add them to our abstract, and then we can approve that abstract. And we have some New England, we had a special election for New England, we need to certify yet, New England ambulance.
You
And
want,
we'll
You
be
said that
done.
was just affecting Gladstone, right?
Gladstone, yep.
you want all of us to initial them?
Nope, only one person needs to initial them, so, I don't, whoever wants to initial 'em can, if one of you, whoever,
Just have the last person that looks at him initial, maybe?
sure, that'll be Russ if he wants to initial them then.
Got a pen down there.
It has to be red.
Oh, that's what I'm doing. I'm reading it, so it'll be read.
It's in the bottom left, right? The bottom right corner?
Yes, there's a spot for initials down there, it
Front
says.
page, bottom right.
Yep, front page, bottom right. And then while you're looking at that, the machine that we use to count those votes is our 450 machine. Pam got that machine ready beforehand, printed out a zero report showing that there's no votes currently on that machine. So if you'll review this and then sign the last page verifying that you looked at it, that there's no votes on that machine.
Date or anything?
There should be a date on there, yeah, 11/8, so if you just sign it, should be good. I mean, you can absolutely date by your name if you want to, that's fine. Okay? So I think we can motion that there weren't any, write-in votes that we needed to tally.
Okay. Okay, looking for a motion to record that there were no write-in votes that needed to be added to the tallies.
Mr. Chairman, so moved.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, we have a first and a second to accept those ballots. Well, we already accepted the ballots, that there's no write-ins to adjust. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Okay, and then you guys can sign that. Did you heard me talk about that? Yep,
But this is all before the election.
yep, this is just the machine today.
Right.
Yep, the one that we're
today,
gonna
huh?
use for today. Yep,
Oh, okay.
yep. And then while those votes are being counted, this is our current abstract after election, plus all of our ballot certifications, yikes, from the polling locations.
So do we need to initial this?
Yep,
Sign it or initial it?
sign it.
Did you sign that, Bert?
So what, you can just review this beforehand, before our final abstract comes, but our current abstract shows we had 9,242 voters. It shows for you broken down by race, and then I also included all of the ballot certifications that the election workers filled out, showing how many voters, their ballots, how many ballots they have, unspoiled ballots. I included the poll pad reports, which is what they check in on, so you can see how check-ins matched what the ballots showed should be voted. So you can just review all of this stuff before Pam comes, or well, until Pam comes back, because this abstract will change with the addition of those 4 ballots. Do you want to see this at all? Nope, we haven't done that one yet. Yep. Was there write-ins on those? Okay. Well, there's gonna be spoiled ballots. This duplicated one, yep. No. Yes. No. There will be, because there will be the ones that we rejected. Those will be, they won't be counted, right? But not counted, so I'm not sure if that means not counted. I don't know what that means, but we will have ballots that are not counted. We could do this certify New England if you want
Okay.
to.
I guess we'll move down to number 9, certify the New England ambulance votes.
So New England Ambulance had a special election that wasn't included on the ballots. So just the people that live in the New England Ambulance School District could vote on this measure. Here are the results of that measure. We just need to certify them. They were on a separate paper ballot that were hand counted. Signed off by Karen Richard, who is our auditor, who is the judge, and myself, who is also a judge, and one other staff in the auditor's office did verify those totals.
So they were gonna get ambulance service or?
It was actually a vote to see if they could increase their mill levy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And this is the total number of people that voted on that?
Right, just the people that live in Stark County though. Cause New England is in Hettinger County, so they had a lot more people. But this is actually pretty good, cause it only covers like 3 sections. In Stark County is New England Ambulance. So,
Right.
yeah, like the Sheffield area kind of is New England Ambulance.
Mr. Chair, I'll move that we certify the New England ambulance district votes.
Okay, we have a motion to certify the New England ambulance vote. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay, we have a first and a second to certify the New England ambulance vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. The motion passes.
Okay, and then I'm gonna skip down to sign the vouchers for, the 2 representatives from the political parties, you can get reimbursed and paid for attending this meeting if you so choose. If you choose, you'll have to,
I don't.
No,
want
I
to?
don't. I don't
Neither?
need to.
Okay.
Thank you.
okay, so that one is done. So all we need is the final abstract back, and then we need to certify it, sign, and we will be done.
Okay.
We could take I mean, we could take a little break if you wanna take,
We'll take a
10-minute
break if
break or
anybody wants to
something.
use the bathroom or stand up and walk around the room or whatever.
Toward the courthouse.
yeah.
Okay, I call the meeting back into session of the canvassing board,
Okay.
and we have to verify
Yep.
the votes now.
I'll let you guys review these. You can see that we had 9242 votes before, and now we have 9246 for ballots. So you just have to look at that, approve that, and then there's an abstract of votes thing to sign here, if you approve it.
All right. Yeah, they had a copy of that over there, right?
Yep.
Okay, yes, I'm gonna look for a motion to approve or unapprove the votes that were just casted.
Mr. Chair, I will make a motion to approve the.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay, we have a first and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion passes.
Here's 2 copies, if you guys will each sign those.
I think we should probably leave that here, yeah.
Yeah, you can. Or...
Yep.
Okay, and then I will take these apps, is there this abstract, the final one, 9246?
Oh, do we need to sign that?
No, I just want that one.
Oh.
So we'll attach these to that.
Okay, and then here's the last signature thing.
Bernie, you guys need to sign that.
Those I think you could just keep.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
That's it. Okay, I think we've taken care of everything on the agenda. Anybody want to make a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I'll make a motion to adjourn the canvassing board meeting.
Is there a second?
I'll
Second.
second.
All those in favor of adjourning the meeting signify by saying aye.
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 All those opposed, same sign.